bow 65, another, bow 65, another Waylon Weston. Ryan Applegate, currently rowing with Waylon Weston Masters on Lake Constituent, 20 miles west of Boston. And we've got bow 67 from Northfield, New Jersey. Robert Falk rows out of Viking Rowing Club near Atlantic City, New Jersey. This is his second time racing the single at the Charles. Raced it 25 years ago in the club single. Ooh, all right, we got a little triple dog fight here. Bow 69 from Benjamin King from Green Bay, California. Bow 68, Gregory Simons from Sarasota. And bow 70, Great Britain, Kevin
from
Plank.
Stirling Rowing Club, trying to thread the needle between those two boats.
Whew.
He's a three-time
U.S. national champion.
No.
Oh, no.
Previous Scottish and British champion. 71 is our three times U.S. national champion, Scott Killen from GMS Rowing.
From London, Ontario. This is Tom Haynes. He's just happy to race when he gets the opportunity. That's a nice way to approach it.
Okay, we've got some side-by-side coming up. Yeah, we've got bow 73 coming by us from Prince William Rowing at Lake Ridge, Virginia. Frank McCarthy, his third head of the Charles, looking forward to a clean, fast race. And outside of him is bow number 74, Cameron McComb. He rode sweep for the University of New Hampshire, 85 to 88. And now he sweeps and sculls for Prince William Rowing Club.
And Occoquan Boat Club since 2016.
Coming by, tight line, typical for a local.
Yeah.
It's bow 76. Oh no, not a local, actually out of Madison, Wisconsin.
Oh yeah, but he rode at MIT in the early 80s, so he knows this river.
Okay, after a 40-year hiatus, he took up sculling in the 2020.
All right, bow 77 is Michael Orr. He's winner of the lightweight division of Champ Doubles at Charles in 1988 and took second in club singles at Head of the Charles 1986. And bow 78 is from White Marsh Boat Club, Conshohocken, as I've been informed, is John Coolene, 61 years old.
Outside of him, 79, we've got Dave Roberts from Cincinnati Rowing Club in Newport, Kentucky. Well, that's
technically Kentucky. It's like right there. It's like Cambridge, Boston.
Oh, wow, I do not know my U.S. geography. Okay, he was 2024 winner of the men's Masters lightweight at Rowfest.
All right, bow 75 is Vero Beach Rowing, David Green. David is a member of the Vero Beach Rowing Club, and he's proud to be participating in his first Head of the Charles. Oh, welcome, David. Bow 80 from Susquehanna Rowing Association in Lewisberry, Pennsylvania is Daniel Day. He's rowed in Head of the Charles 4 times.
Coming up behind him, he's bow 81 out of the UK. Crabtree, which is the Cambridge old boys or old girls or old people rowing to Guy Pooley. He's competed at the Olympic Games for Great Britain in 92 in the quad and 96 in the double, and 4 times boat race for Cambridge.
I like the boat.
Tight line, by Riverside Bow Club, bow 82 from San Diego, Glenn Basillo. Rugby player turned rower. Oh, that's what I'm trying to convince my nephew to do.
Bow 83 from River City in West Sacramento, California, is Joel Griffith. He's former University of Washington lightweight.
Yeah, we've got another Riverside bow coming by. Go Stripes.
5 is Robert White. Yep, he's been a member of RBC since 1995. Let's go, Stripes. 84, another local guy, David Kenny. He's from Cambridge, Mass. And grateful he's competing again at Head of the Charles today.
Oh, he's rowing out of Narragansett, Providence. 114, following him up there is Jeff Mommet.
Yep. He's fortunate to be able to ply the placid waters of the Connecticut River between Northampton, Hatfield, and Hadley. It's a treat to see eagles and other wildlife along the way. I especially enjoyed the rowing in fall through early November. He's so right. It is so nice in the autumn. All right, another dogfight. Another
side by side. We've got 117 and 119 coming by us. Who is Dave Margolis in the 117, and 119 is John Wiggins. John's rowing for St. Edward's Martyrs, Oxford, the UK. And David's rowing for Carolina Masters Rowing Club in North Carolina.
I love the Brits. They're so dramatic.
These are
martyrs.
These are followed by 121. Out of Friesland in northern Holland, we have Joost Brunswick.
You good?
All right, and bow 118, William Brown from CRI. William rode in the head of the Charles in 2022.
122, charging by from Pennsylvania Barge Club. In Philly, we've got Mark Malone. And behind him, we've got bow 120 from Potomac, John Froming.
Yeah. Board chair, Potomac Conservancy.
I'm guessing that's the end of this event,
I wanna
unless
say,
we've got
yeah.
anyone dragging. Yeah, I think we got everyone, didn't we? Okay, we'll get a selfie for the gram. Okay, we got through that. 120. Nice. Arrive yet.
She's very good. She knows it. Kind of one of those. Finally, we're live.
Meredith, good news. I hear we're live.
Broadcasting in living color.
You guys at home will hopefully be hearing us. You've missed some great content over the last hour or so.
Yeah, no, really. We'll just have to redo it all again for you. We'll just go through the events.
And just to remind you, the commentary is being brought to you by @RBC Women's Masters Sweeps. Check us out on Instagram.
Check us out. Like and subscribe. Follow us.
We've got some great content.
We are, courtesy of our social media intern. I just love watching across the river. You can see on is it the Pike? Whatever that.
Oh yeah, all the boats coming in.
All the boats coming in.
I always wonder what non-rowers think of these trailers stacked full of boats as they see them on the highway.
Actually, we were, I was riding with one of the trailers once, and this was back in DC, and somebody pulled up to us and they were like, "Are those missiles?" I was like, no.
If not tied down properly on the trailers,
they
they
really
are.
can be. I was just like, oh, I smell orange. That's because it's your little lunch, your little breakfast.
Yeah, I'm carb loading for tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, that's right. All right. So this next event that's coming up is the Women's Grandmaster and Veteran Singles. So this is the 50 and 60-year-olds, the women's event. We just watched the men's come through. Olwen Huxley returns to bow number 1 to defend her title from 2024. Rachel Perry was very close behind and starts at bow number 2 today. An impressive top 3 finish from the winner of the Veteran 1 division. Alden Bumstead puts her at bow number 3 to start today. The fastest of the Veteran 2 category last year was Anne Granger from Wallingford, Great Britain, who starts at bow 11. A mainly U.S. field today with a number of scullers from Great Britain, Canada, Italy, Australia, China, and the Bahamas.
Yeah, we're really seriously considering a training camp at the Bahamas. I think that would be a good option.
That would be amazing. Oh, look at, we got Catherine back. Everybody's coming back. God bless him wherever Jim Mandel is.
Yeah, it's a chilly morning on the Charles here.
Yeah.
What's the temp?
Yeah.
Yeah, big thank you to all the volunteers out here in this chilly morning. I actually have my temperature in degrees Celsius. It's 9 degrees Celsius. I better put it into the Fahrenheit. 48. Yeah, it's a chilly 48. And I think with the wind, with the wind chill factor, it's probably, it feels like 45.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the sun, it's probably nice, but yeah, in the shade here, it's...
Yeah, nice conditions, but a little bit of a headwind for
Yeah.
a good part of the course, I'd say. So we're not going to see any record-breaking times.
Yeah.
But definitely a lot better than what the weather was like during the week.
Yeah, much better.
Okay, yeah, so in the last event we had some fast times. It still stands with Greg Benning with his 1906. He was followed by a 1946 from Maritime Rowing from Jeff Hoffman. And then they were followed by David Deschennes, who was rowing unaffiliated in 1947. Yes, that was pretty tight. Bunched after Greg, there was just a few seconds between the next. Kind of crazy for some people. That's their head of the Charles done.
Right?
Yeah. After
Like,
all
they're
the
all
prep.
done and done. Yeah, Andy's probably done. Oh, this is our, Christine should be in this one. But you know what? If I'm his age and I can get out in the water still, that'd be wonderful. All right, we hear the women who started. They should be coming around this corner in just a minute or two.
Yeah, course record for the Grandmaster was set in 2013 at 20:35. Last year, the winning time was 21:29.
Oh, and our friend Margarita Zeza, also a wife to, is it Carlo?
Carlo?
Zeza? Yeah. She set it in 2017 for the veterans with 20:53. Whew.
And last year, that was won in 22:03.
Yeah. It's so nice and warm with the doors open. So nice and warm with the door open. Just you just leave that. Oh yeah, no, we can't because I was like, yeah, music.
I don't know the best footwear.
Do you want?
You know who Anne Granger is? I don't know if she wrote it down.
No.
Her maiden name is Martin. She's a double Olympian for the U.S.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh, here she is.
but she's rowing out of the UK.
Number 11.
Yeah, she rows for the UK though.
No, U.S.
But
She lives in Canada now.
But why is she rowing Great Britain?
And well,
I thought she was Catherine Granger's mom or something.
No, yeah, she's no. And Martin Granger was 2 silvers in the Olympics for the U.S. with the sculling.
Oh.
Got out of rowing for a while, and now has come back to it, and just shows you don't lose much.
No.
Is that Andy?
No, I don't think so.
Practice later this afternoon. We'll probably take about 10 strokes, and I'll be like,
Yeah, maybe a bit of a gap between events, right? Yeah. I wonder what conditions are like in the basin. I'd say it might be a bit choppy down
Quite a
there.
bit choppy. Probably nice and bright, but yeah, probably a little choppy.
That's what I don't like. I wouldn't like about rowing in a single scull. You just gotta, well, which I didn't like when I competed in the single,
Oh yeah.
was pre-race when you just gotta hang around on your own.
Yeah, out in the basin on your own. It's one thing when it's like you're here and it's glass, but being out in the basin, no thanks. My heart rate would be at like 210.
I just didn't like the having to remind myself that I need to be places. I like when a Cox does it all for me.
Yeah. I like to just kick back and relax. Just let Coxon handle things.
Some of that technique is really awful and should not like that. Okay, here comes Alwyn out of Riverside.
Yep,
Bow
here she
number 1,
comes.
looking to retain her title.
This is kind of cool. She learned to row at Weld Boathouse as a recreational sculler and then was on the national team in 1997 and Pan Am silver medalist in the double in 1999. Let's go, Owen.
Hot in her heels is bow number 2 out of Dolphin, San Francisco, Rachel Perry. She finished second in 2004 and has been racing the single at the head of the Charles since 2015.
And in bow 3 from Narragansett is Alden Bumstead. She loves the head of the Charles, especially steering the course. Even more than any other head race. It's a completely different experience every year. Well, that makes one of you, because I would not want to be steering this course alone.
Inside her, in a Wintec, is Pamela Newhart.
Yeah.
She started rowing at Cal Berkeley in the late 80s. Go Cal Bears! She moved to the desert and now can dodge cactus and rattlesnake between pieces. Oof.
She'll have a good time with the eels here. All right, we've got bow 5 and 6, a little bit of a dogfight. This yellow and purple boat. Bow 5 is from Cambridge, Jennifer Sachek Ward, and bow 6 is Independence Rowing Club from Nashua, New Hampshire, Erin Lalmond.
Then we've got 7, a nice tight line as would be expected from a CBC rower out of Cambridge, Molly Watkins. She's raced in the head of the Charles for over 20 years and race operations co-chair for 17 years. Ooh. Thank you for your service.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, we've got another dogfight coming by, both with tight lines to the RBC dock.
Yeah, bow 8 and bow 9. Bow 8 out of Ottawa is Julia Fournier, and bow 9 from Whistler Secondary School is Maureen Harriman. Ooh, I like that boat.
Oh, so it's 2 Canadians battling it out up the course. Coming up inside them is bow number 10 out of Penn AC, Dawn Areningus.
Oh, and then we have Anne Granger.
Yeah, I think that's near Oxford.
Oh, I like this. Combined age of sculler and boat is 103. That's good.
The boat is called the 88.
88, I like that.
These ladies are taking some nice lines into the first bridge, which is River Street Bridge. Then they're going to hit another 3 bridges kind of in quick succession with River Street Western and Weeks. Weeks being the big challenge on the course.
And they're probably definitely feeling that that wind this morning. All right, bow 12. Out of Vesper is Melissa Hilton. Melissa was president of the club for 5 years, and she wants to thank club captain Sally Scott and her master's coach John Leakley for their support and guidance. We've got bow 14 and a nice red boat from Vancouver Rowing Club, Stephanie Jeffrian.
Yeah, I think you got
And
it.
bow 13 from Detroit is Roseanne Kirchhoff. She's been training with DWRA coach Renee Adams on the Detroit River.
These ladies are coming thick and fast.
Yeah.
Bow 15 is the well-known Margarita Zeza, who's the course record holder. She's married to Carlo, and as was mentioned before, combined they've got 30 wins at Head of the Charles, followed by 16 out of Marlow in Buckinghamshire in the Great Britain is Jacqueline Easton. This will be her 3rd consecutive time racing in the Head of the Charles. She loves this regatta and does not mind flying across the ocean for it. 17, we have Wendy Tripisian.
Tripisian?
Tripisian. 5-time U.S. national team member. Native to Boston, Head of the Charles is her favorite regatta. She won the lightweight in 2005 and lightweight 8 in 2002 and 2008.
All right, bow 18, Sarah Witcher. Sarah's journey with Head of the Charles began in 1986 when she competed in a lightweight women's 8. Outside of rowing, Sarah's a co-owner of her small residential architecture firm. All right, and bow 19, and a boat that almost when you look at it, it almost blends into the water in some ways. From Dallas, Texas, is Kimberly Elting.
And then inside her is bow 20 from May Coast Rowing in Brunswick, Maine. We've Leslie Creekshow.
Nordic skier.
For the U.S. ski team for 12 years, competing in 2 Olympics, 2 World Championships, and numerous World Cup events. Okay, well, that's going to be an endurance athlete right there.
I like this. Out of Seattle is Martha's mom's Elizabeth Rund.
Taking a nice line by the RBC dock. Yeah, those ladies came hot and fast together, and now you've got a little bit of a break. Then here we have it, Christine Higgins.
Here she is. Christine Higgins, our fellow stripe. This is Christine's 8th Head of the Charles. Just making it look easy. Let's go, Christine.
She's coached currently by Coach Niles Kernion,
All right. And
who's coaching everyone at Head of the Charles. Then hot on her heels, we've got bow 24 from the Survivor Rowing Network, Ellen Kennelly. Ellen is a 10-time Head of the Charles winner, 16-year metastatic cancer survivor. She says she's slower, but she's not looking slower out there today.
Not slower or weaker.
And then outside of her, bow 22 is Ellen Ackworth, and inside of them is bow 25 is Catherine Truman out of Cambridge.
And bow 26, we have Ann Creighton out of Sammamish Rowing Club. She's excited to make it back for 4th row on this amazing course. Thanks to all the Head of the Charles staff and volunteers that make it all happen.
And a very helpful Sammamish.
Sammamish, yeah. All right.
27 coming by from Western Reserve, Cleveland, Ohio. We have Sharon Romilly. She started rowing at WVU and got back to rowing in her 40s. She loves to scull and sweep.
Oh.
Then coming up behind her, we've got bow 28.
Another Cambridge girl, Natasha Strom. She's Head of the Charles race director from 2019 to 2021.
Oh, tough times in the middle of the pandemic.
Oof.
Behind her in bow 29 from Rivanna, Charleston, Virginia, we have Catherine Kaufman. Kathy began rowing at Washington Lee, now Washington Liberty High School, more than 46 years ago. She's currently head coach for both Rivanna Juniors and Albemarle High School.
Albemarle, yeah, in Charlottesville. Horse country. All right, bow 30 from Cambridge, Mass. is Betsy Harling. Betsy is looking forward to cheering for her friends at CBC after her race. Oh, that's always the nice when you're like, I'm done rowing. You can have a beer and just cheer on everybody.
Yeah.
You guys make sure you're clicking at the same time. They're a little out of sync with the
All right, bow 32 out of Tulsa, Oklahoma is Dion Sturd. She placed 41st out of 90 at the 2024 Head of the Charles. Since then, she's been training to compete again. Her focus has been only on head racing. And she's been working with coaches on technique and moving the boat better. It certainly looks it. Oh, wow, it's another big one.
Behind her, we have 33 from Maritime Rowing in East Norwalk, Connecticut, Laurie Devitt. It's her 10th Head of the Charles and a highlight of the fall rowing season.
Now we've got bow 34 from Watupa Rowing Center, Anna Moon Van Erp. Anna Moon enjoys rowing both flat water and open water with him earlier. And they were on the Westport River and Watupa Pond.
Coming up behind her, bow 38, is out of the city of Cambridge in the UK, Kate Ware. She's a British Masters champion, and she placed 4th in the mixed double last year at this regatta.
And bow 36 from Lyndhurst, New Jersey is Janice Holzman. Janice is the Vice President of Development and Communications at Row New York.
And then we have Willamette Rowing Club's Sarah Reiser. She's dedicating this row to her late son Henry, who competed in the junior men's single in 2017, and her daughter Nina, who's at Harvard Law.
And we have bow 35, Nancy McLaughlin. Nancy learned to row at Wesleyan in 1988 and returned to rowing in 2011. She's been racing with the Newport Aquatic Center in sweep and sculling boats ever since. And she has raced the single at Gold Rush, Long Beach, and Southwest Regionals.
I'd say all of those are a little bit warmer than today.
Yeah, a lot of bit warmer. Some of the lines.
Okay, in total, this is another big field. We've got 89 competitors, so we haven't even seen half of the
Half
field
of them,
row
yeah.
by yet.
That is wild. This little dinghy boat, this little launch is definitely going to get in the way of somebody's line. All right.
Coming by us is bow 40 out of Nashville, Tennessee. Denise Kennett started rowing at Marist College in the fall of '88. She competed at the Head of the Charles under Marist, Empire State Rowing Association, Nearad, Passaic River, and now Nashville. She's looking forward to next year to turning 60 so she can hit a different age category. I gotta say, rowing's a great sport where you look forward to getting older so you can hit a different age category.
So true.
42, taking a very tight
line.
From Duxbury Bay Maritime School is Catherine Breer.
Wow, look at that. That is tight.
That is as tight as it gets by Riverside.
Yeah,
nearly.
seriously. And not even turning around once. She knows where she's going. Whew. All right, bow 43 from Western Reserve out in Cleveland, Ohio is Becca Braun. Becca rowed in high school and then took a 35-year hiatus. She's excited to be rowing in her second Head of the Charles, and her husband Charlie rowed in the men's veteran singles. Well, that's kind of nice.
Yeah, there's some beautiful wooden boats out here
Yeah,
on the river
really
today.
nice ones, yeah.
Coming inside, we've got bow number 44 from Potomac, Erica Steve Caldwell. She started rowing at Purdue. She lives in Northern Virginia and works as a veterinarian for dogs and cats.
And bow 41 is Julie Smith. She's making her return to the Head of the Charles after last competing in 1994 with a crew from Syracuse University.
And now she's rowing out of Rock and Row in Marblehead.
All right, bow 46 out of Occoquan is Terry Gilmartin. She's 1998 World Champ Lightweight Women's Quad Head of the Charles winner.
Yes, Terry!
All right. Somebody knows Terry.
Behind Terry is 45 out of CRI. We have Anna Bueller, also a member of CBC, Cambridge Bow Club, and head of the Charles Race Committee.
Oh, wow. breast cancer last year, but she's happy to be back on the race course.
Yeah, welcome
Let's
back.
go, Anna.
Then we've got
Bow 47.
who is out of Montreal in Quebec, Rachel Starr. She rode for years for the Canadian national team, retired in 2004, and just started rowing again last fall. This spring, she's back in the single and loving it.
She's just motoring through.
As we were
Making it look
saying
easy.
earlier, you never lose it.
Yeah.
Like riding a bike.
All right, we've got bow 49 coming around from White Marsh Boat Club, Conshohocken, Pennsylvania. Heather Hollis. She learned to row in her late 40s and is current president of White Marsh Boat Club.
Your eyes are better than me with the binoculars on.
Well, I'm also eavesdropping on our spotters.
48.
Oh, is that I recognize.
We've got a Riverside rower.
Yeah, looks like it.
Zola Solamente.
Oh.
This will be her second head of the Charles, her third race ever. No longer a novice, but still working hard to master this sport.
Wow, how about your third race is head of the chart.
Nice work. Yeah, 51 out of Narragansett in Rhode Island. We've got Virginia Hopkins. She's a masters rower from Narragansett. Yeah, well, that makes sense. As I learned earlier, one of the oldest rowing clubs in the US.
Yes, I had no idea. I would have assumed it was like Riverside and Potomac, but
No, Detroit and Narragansett.
Detroit and Narragansett. Detroit's random.
We can Google this.
Yeah, we'll Google it. We'll set the record straight. All right, we've got bow 50. From Rome, Tatiana Yurovkina. Wow, she rows the best single sculler of
Gurosina. Yeah.
Wow. And we've got bow 53. Another Greater Columbus rower, Deborah Taylor. This is her first time racing the single ahead of the Charles.
Yeah, they were correct. Narragansett Boat Club founded in 1838.
My God.
Detroit Boat Club founded in 1839.
I just love that those both clubs were like, well, it's the Civil War. Let's start a boat club.
55, Rowan Bias's Vancouver Rowing Club's Karen Soika. This is just, again, her third year of rowing. Wow, a lot of like novices and veterans out in this river. Now a dogfight.
Yeah,
54, we have got...
Julie MacArthur out of Australia.
Wow, and then in 58, out of Indianapolis, we've Christy George.
And bow 39 is out of Nereid, Michelle Wright. Michelle is a dedicated masters rower with a passion for continuous development. She's trained at Craftsbury and Florida Rowing Center, and her commitment to the sport extends beyond competition. She's a certified level 2 coach. And in bow 56 is Alyssa Chesler from Down East Rowing. Alyssa rows on Long Pond at Acadia National Park. Another Acadia National, that must be so pretty.
Especially at this time of the year. 59, Roaring Bias, again from the oldest boat club in the US,
As we've
Narragansett,
learned, yes.
is Lisa Evans. This is her first head of the Charles was in bow seat of a Noble and Greenough Girls 4 in 1978.
Wow. And in bow 61, Mitz Carr, listen to this. She caught a crab 3 strokes from the finish one year, which was unfortunate because she was winning the race by over 30 seconds.
Coming by the boathouse, we've got another bunch of rowers. First up is bow number 63. Out of Berkeley, California, Izzy Brown. Izzy began rowing in Northfield, Mount Herman in 1981. So, got to say, some of these ladies been rowing longer than I've been alive, and I'm not that young. 57 out of Dallas, Texas, we've got Krista Castanda.
Yeah. And 62 is Weatherly Barnard Dorse out of Duxbury Bay Maritime School. overjoyed to be participating in this fabulous event.
Will I read some of 57's? Oh, yeah, again. Krista, who's rown in bow 57, first competed again in 1981 as part of a Radcliffe team. She just took up sculling in the summer of 2024. Okay,
All right.
we've really got a bunch here coming up.
Bow
Oof.
64, Denise McClanahan, first time entering the lottery for head of the Charles in the single. She's raced 8s and 4s, but this is her first time in a single.
And then we've got 66 out of BIAC in Redwood City, Sharon Weinbar.
And we've got Casey Elstrom on bow 65.
Then inside of them in 67, tight line out of Narragansett is Joan Martin. Outside of her, 68 from New Haven, is Laura Nawaki.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's a
these
big-
ladies are ding and donging up
Yeah,
the river.
yeah. All right, and then we have also got bow 60, which is this mystery rower, bow 60, is Susan Gaff out of Indianapolis. And in this bright neon fuchsia boat is bow 70. Oh, it's Becky Hollins. Let's go, Becky. Let's go, Capital. Out of Washington, D.C.
Okay, and out of rowing in bow 69, out of the UK, is Anne Homa. She's come over from York City. Welcome to Boston.
It really is incredible how far away some people come.
Bow 72 is another UK sculler. From the Tideway Scullers in London, based on the Tideway in the Thames, is Fiona Betts. She has got a pretty impressive Masters resume. She's competed at Euromasters in Munich, Henley Masters Regatta, and also a number of other Masters events in the UK. 73, local girl, CB Sands Borer, out of Cambridge. She's got quite the rowing pedigree. Two-time world champion in the lightweight double in 86 and 89. 8 years on the US team. Never lower than 7th place at Worlds. Blah, blah, blah. That's what it says in here.
That's great. Bow 71 at a CRI is Elizabeth Chen. Elizabeth started sculling at age 53 with no prior rowing experience, and she's only 62 now. All right, we got bow 74 coming through in a second. Bow 74 is rowed by Riverfront Recapture, Jennifer Clow. Jennifer is excited and petrified to be rowing her first head of the Charles in a blind boat. You can definitely appreciate that, the dueling emotions. Well, she's got a nice little line. Yeah.
She thought she was taking up a simple, relaxing sport. No.
Yeah, no. It'll just drive your heart rate up and your caffeine intake. I like her oars, though. Yeah.
No, we
Oh, no,
didn't.
we didn't.
Unless she came by in a bunch. 75 coming by us from BAH, which is the Bahamas.
Ooh.
From Nassau, we have Catherine D'Souza. She's vice president of Nassau Rowing Club, 13-year breast cancer survivor. First place in the 2025 Nassau Community Regatta Masters Women's Race.
I would not mind
She's
rowing
the
out of
only-
Nassau. Man.
I think this is a psychiatrist, is it no? Physiatrist in the Bahamas?
Yeah. All right, bow 77 and 78, battling it out. Bow 77 is Charmy Curran out of Hooksett, New Hampshire. And bow 78 out of another, no, we have another Narragansett rower, Christy Wharton.
She's a former president of NBC. Coming up towards the dock out of Minneapolis, we have Ping Wang.
Oh, wow, featured by New York Times Sports, a long shining river of riding and rowing. All right.
Oh, nice. Okay, celebrity in our midst.
Yes,
Inside
seriously.
of her, bow 81.
Ooh, yeah.
So bow 81 is out of GMS Rowing in Milford, New Milford, Connecticut. We've got Kirsten Fieldman. Kirsten is the board chair of US Rowing.
Yeah, you better have your membership paid up. She's going to pull right over.
Oh, don't worry. I've been getting all those emails all week. We're all signed up
We're
and
all
ready to
signed-
go.
Everybody's wavered.
Okay, here comes bow 52. A little late, but living up to the rep. speedy, as it says in Ohio.
Katrine
Kajawiski
Yep.
out of San Diego.
Oh, and I like this, like blush pink. About 76 is Catherine Wu out of China. Last year, she had the privilege of her first overseas rowing experience in Head of the Charles, which was an invaluable experience that deepened her love for rowing. This year, she's thrilled to participate again.
Yeah, welcome back.
Wow. All right. In California, Margaret Grover. She's an endurance athlete. This summer, she completed the AIDS life cycle riding from San Francisco to LA over 7 days.
Wow. And inside her, from Ridley Graduate, St. Catharines, Ontario, we've Lynn Crowlock.
Yeah.
A local boat coming up, Bow 84 out of Cambridge, is Lisa Pierce. She rode in the double and quad events for many years at the Head of the Charles, and she's been looking forward to trying out the single.
And we've got about
83.
83 out of Saratoga Springs, New York, Pat Toots. This will be her third Head of the Charles in a single. I think the opportunities are endless. I'm looking to do better navigation this time around. I hear you, Pat.
85, Washington Rowing School. We've got Lorene Arnold, 14 years in Maryland with Washington Rowing School, also coaching with Capital.
Oh, Capital in D.C.
She's been fortunate to row 5 times at Head of the Charles. And she's also celebrating her wedding anniversary.
Oh, romantic. I love love, and I love rowing, and I love rowing love. That's the best. But it's all of those. That's all you can hope for.
Coming up behind her from College Club Seattle, we've got Jane Shelter. She has 2 amazing coaches. Her land-based coach is David DeWinter of Row Hero. And then James Nielsen of CCS, a super great on-the-water technical coach. Yeah, shout out to all the coaches and all the
seriously.
time they have to spend on the river.
Oh, I just feel so bad when it's cold and they've got to sit in that launch.
And dark. Our coach has been just looking at us in the dark for the
Yeah.
last 2 weeks.
You guys could be a totally different team. She would know it's so pitch. It is so pitch black. All
Possibly the worst day of practice was like, you got worse as it got brighter.
All right, we got about 88 at a Station L in Portland, Oregon, is Carol Pelmas. Carol raced a single on the Charles in 2003 and hopes to get back for more. Well, she's here. She's made it. Mission accomplished.
When I went out to Portland, I had a lovely opportunity to row at a
that's
Station L.
right,
Yeah, it was
yeah.
really great fun. 86 is Valerie Lester. She previously rowed in the Head of the Charles representing Kent School, Mount Holyoke College, and St. Louis Rowing Club.
Yeah, St. Louis.
She also rowed in Alden in the Ernestine Bayer race.
I like her tie-dye. And about 89 at a Narragansett. A lot of Narragansett rowers. Jean Lambert, this is her second time competing in the single at Head of the Charles. Usually I like to have coffee after rowing practice. Today, I think I'll eat some Ben & Jerry's mint Oreo ice cream. That sounds great, Jean.
Jean, combine the both, especially on a day like today. You need that hot coffee.
Yeah, have an affogato.
She'd like to thank all the volunteers and officials on the course today, which we'd like to echo.
Also echoing, yes. And I think that is the end of that event. My gosh. All right.
Some doubles.
We got some spicy rowing coming up. We've got doubles. I think the singles are done. And now I think we're just in doubles territory. So let's see here. Women's Grandmaster doubles, Megan Gradick and Melissa Perlstein of the College event.
A record of 1902. Nice.
The first year they moved into this age category. There are also always interesting combinations in the doubles events, and Megan and Melissa are a good example. Megan learned to row on the Charles and is a former national team member. Melissa didn't start rowing until after college. Yeah, that is what's kind of great. You can just... Oh, we got a lot of people here. The Rubinis. We've got... Yeah, it looks like a lot of people have been moving up into age groups. There's also international entries from Switzerland, China, Canada. And how many... What do we got here? Oh, it's fairly small.
We have 30 competitors
Yeah,
in this
30
race.
competitors. Oh, yeah. You can... Duh.
Winning time last year was 19:54, so we'll see what kind of time is put down today
Yeah,
in this
we'll
event.
see.
This is race number 5.
Okay, in the last event, which was the Women's Grand Masters, we have some results in. So Pamela Newholt, who came in at 22:10 for the Grand Master single. Behind her was Rachel Perry, and she came in at 22:28, followed by Alan Huxley of Riverside at 22:32.
Yeah, there's got to be a bit of wind over by weeks, probably.
In the 60 plus, we had Maureen Harman, who was for Whistler Secondary School in Canada, and she put down a 22:59.
Whew. That is speedy.
So there's a dark blue vest, and then there's another vest that's like red on the top, blue on the bottom. Those are warm. Yeah. So I guess if you're gonna do this vest, make it puffy. Yeah. This here, not that good. I don't know what it's supposed to accomplish. That's That the book. This one. The book. You got a book. This year. R.J. Cooper's newest book. You ever read he wrote a book a few years ago, an autobiography, it's called A Most Beautiful Thing, something like that. He's part of a Cooper's like inner city, Chicago, like boys growing up. So it's kind of a good story, but
How was Thursday?
this morning, I guess.
That's good.
It wasn't a long practice.
Better than Tuesday, it sounds like, or whatever.
So we're going to have the women's Grandmaster doubles, followed by the women's veteran doubles, followed by the men's Grandmaster doubles, followed by the men's veteran doubles, and that'll be our events for this morning.
It would be kind of nice to just be done on a Friday and just hang out the rest of the weekend. Although I was looking around, some of the Riverside people who've raced so far are also doing like director's challenges.
Okay. Oh, good.
Is Helen Cuddy listening?
No, I don't want to share it with YouTube. Okay. I didn't want this to happen for everyone.
Still listening? Yeah. I just want to leave that door open. I feel like it might pick up.
My
See that guy grabbed the 2 horses right here with the green hat? Yeah. So he's actually wearing your right coat plus one of my favorite vests. It's such a nice vest. And what was nice too is that medium fit a bit on the small side. So it's a perfect length. And then the guy at the very end of the dock, that's the blue vest. That one was a bit puffier.
This is so nice and warm in there. This is a great outfit.
It's my track bottom. It's just my feet.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to think if I have.
It's my own fault.
I might have an extra pair of socks in my locker if you want.
Or if you want sneakers.
I really run down and put on my sneakers.
Yeah. A hood.
Yeah, oh yeah, snacks in there.
Yeah, and it was decent at cutting the wind. Quite cold where I was. Decent job.
I wear this red one most of the time. Like even if I'm not at a rowing event, I'll wear this. Like that's a light long jacket. Heck yeah. I just made this jacket over and over again, and it's slightly different color every year.
Great.
All day, done. Don't make the hats. Focus lovely, but don't make them. They're gonna try this.
Oh, no.
I've yet to see. I didn't see anyone row like out on the water with any of his vests on. I suppose that would be the concept. But
Well, so my spouse is stuff all over, right? So I see her wearing this stuff.
yeah,
I've seen people wearing that. I've seen people wearing that jacket. It's kind of Fuji people that have these, but I've seen these on occasion. I have not seen any of the vineyard buy stuff on anybody. Nobody wears it. And to me, it's like, how can you kind of be like, where are you going? I want the advertising.
that's right. It's like, the whole thing is it's the 60th anniversary. Nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
Not the 60th anniversary about it.
I think that the 776 BC stuff has the 60th anniversary on it.
Okay, Meredith, I got some direct intel from competitors on what the course feels like.
Oh, I'm curious to hear.
yeah,
What did you get?
conditions are tough.
Oof,
is
I
the
believe
report.
it. Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Been told it feels like a headwind for the whole course, apart from the run up to the finish where it subsides a little bit.
Oof. Yeah,
But yeah.
you're just like turning the corner here at Riverside, just getting like bombarded by wind.
Yeah, this wind has picked up.
Definitely,
and it's chilly.
yeah.
So yeah, you're definitely going to feel that in any boat, but especially in the single.
Yeah, especially in the single. Ugh.
There's the matching.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Okay, we've been informed that this event is started. The first boat is over the start line.
Yep.
Usually takes what, about 4 minutes to get to Riverside? Is
Something
that what
like
our
that.
timers are
Yeah,
telling
yeah.
us? 8.
Well, depends on if you're a single kind of boat.
Yeah,
maybe
I think
like
if
a
you're in
double.
the if you're in the men's champs 8, you're probably 4 minutes.
Yeah, probably about like
Or less.
2.5 minutes.
3.
Yeah. If you're in the Riverside Masters Women's 8, it's about 2 minutes. Yeah,
We're hoping to get to the mile under 6. So
Oh,
the mile
yeah.
is just at beyond River
just
Street.
beyond River Street, yeah. That is crazy that some of those like champ men's 8s do it in like 13 minutes.
Yeah, 13 minutes compared to 19
Yeah.
for this event. Yeah, being the record.
Yeah, that is
It's just a different race.
yeah, completely different race. Seriously, that's like a commercial break. Who did you hear from, Andy? Is that who you were talking to? Yeah.
I was talking to Catherine Witchery.
Oh. Have you? No, you probably didn't. I don't know what the bridge is now. I don't know what the saying is this year. Have you seen it? You know how they paint the bridge?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out soon enough.
I'll go ask a competitor.
Oh, yeah. Go ask.
I wonder if you'd even notice it if you were to say go. I'd just be too worried about crashing.
Yeah.
Sure, in the sun it's a completely different temperature.
It's so much better with my runners on.
Oh, good. What?
That's good. I know these are warnings on the earth.
Oh my God.
That's
great.
disgusting, yeah.
And the heels.
Oh my God.
Oh, you're. I was like, you could almost do the clicker from the window.
So now I have a culture question. Where are we born? I'm trying to put something with your double steering devices. So it's a thing that I have it right now. They remove one full of clickers.
The clicker.
They're taking the stroke. So
Yeah, it's the TV remote control.
yeah.
Yeah, in Iowa too.
Oh, okay. Yes, okay.
Oh, is this a race? Is this a race? Here you go.
Oh yeah, we're on.
Oh, here we go. We are on. Bow number 1, College Club Seattle.
Megan Gradick and Melissa Perlstein. This double is returning to the Charles for their 5th year as a double together and 3rd year in this age category. They are current head of the Charles course record holders in this event, set in 2023. Megan is a former U.S. national team member, Boston College grad, and learned to row on the Charles. Melissa didn't learn to row until after college.
Yeah, they're being followed in quick succession by bow number 2 out of Cambridge Boat Club, Christine Collins and Bethany Grant. They have also finished 1st or 2nd in this event for 5 years.
And in bow 3 out of Alexandria, Virginia, the Rubini sisters. They're back, older and wiser, and they're feeling lucky to be able to participate and hope to meet and connect with lots of you at the Rubini Rowing Jewelry tent. I've got a lot of their stuff.
Then bow 4, another local club, Cambridge again. We've got Molly Scannell and Roberta Turi-Vise, long-time Cambridge members. This is the 2nd year Molly and Roberta are rowing and competing together.
And out of San Diego, California is ZLAC for bow 5. That's Savonia Guy and Ann Gregory.
San Diego.
The distinctive Z on their oars.
Yep.
Then we have got bow 6 out of Cambridge. We've got Lauren Scheffner and Robin Churchill. These are well known to us on the river because they always wear matching unis in practice.
Even in practice. And bow 7 is College Club Seattle out of Seattle, Washington. Julia Irwin and Mariek Iwima. Mariek originally hails from the Netherlands and rowed in college there. And Julie swam competitively in college and then took up rowing as a master's.
And is having a blast. Okay, number 8 is Long Lake Rowing Crew out of Long Lake, Minnesota?
Yeah.
Is that what MN is? Yeah, thank you. I'm learning all my American geography. Sandra McCarthy and Karen Fiegler. This is their 4th year rowing the Charles together. They still have the same goal of moving up every year. And so far, they've been on track. Wow, that's impressive, ladies. They plan to keep rowing as long as they're both able to and hope to compete in many more ahead of the Charles.
We've got bow 9 out of Greater Lawrence Rowing in Lawrence, Massachusetts. Farrah Smith and Jane Spiro. They enjoy rowing on the Merrimack and in Nashua, New Hampshire. That's a nice boat.
They're looking smooth as they come by. Here comes number 10 out of CRI. We've got Catherine Johnson and Kimberly Burnett.
Oh, we know Kim.
Ooh, we know Kimberly Burnett. We're going to give her a big cheer.
Yeah, we are going to give her a big cheer.
Former RBC Masters Women's Sweep. Go, Kim!
Let's go, Kim!
Looking good.
And also looking good in bright pink is bow number 11, Belmont Rowing, out of Belmont, North Carolina, not the one here. It's Julia Isaacson and Stacy Bala. Stacy and Julie do most of their training independently enjoying the luxury of being able to launch from Stacy's backyard. That's real nice.
Ooh, nice.
While not discussing and solving major world problems, they managed to get in a few pieces in on their rows. Though highly uncoachable, on good days, Jeff Marsh says he may claim them as his athletes.
They could definitely join our team.
Yeah.
We spent a lot of time in Dunkin' Donuts solving the world's
Solving
problems.
the world's problems.
That's the highlight of our practice.
Yeah, that is true.
Here comes Bow 14, charging up. Bainbridge Island Rowing out of Bainbridge, WA. Meg McKinney and Lynn Christiansen. Meg began her rowing career in Detroit, going on to compete at the U23 Worlds as a lightweight in 95. Lynn rowed in Canada from 87 until 92.
And lucky 13 out of East Bay in Oakland, California is Nancy Burke and Christina O'Reilly. This crew won gold in the D Women's lightweight double event at 2025 U.S. Rowing Northwest Regionals.
And they only started rowing in 2019. Good work, ladies. Okay, we've got a dogfight here. 16 and 12. 16 charging up San Diego Rowing Club.
Oh, Michelle.
Nielsen.
Let's go,
and
Michelle.
Sally Scoville. Oh, how's Michelle?
Yeah, we know a lot of Michelle. In Bow 12 is Annapolis Rowing Club, Kateri Cruz and Julie Rosicki. They've been rowing together since 2018. And in
15, we've got Duxbury Bay Maritime School, Phoebe Tier and Colleen Carroll, partners for almost 10 years in the double. In an effort to slow the hands of time and spread waistlines, we challenge and encourage each other in various pursuits, including cold dunking in Duxbury Bay through the winter months. Whew.
That sounds like something Andy would do. All right, we've got Bow 19 and Bow 17, bit of a dogfight. Bow 17 is Lake Las Vegas Rowing Club out of Henderson, Nevada. And Bow 19, Maritime Rowing Club, Susan Schmidt and Hillary Parkhurst.
And they're being followed closely by another local boat, Cambridge, Monica Davis and Elizabeth DiPetro.
Yes, and sorry. And in the Vegas boat is Michelle Walter and Barbara Hill.
Bow 20 out of Capital. Go
Woo!
Capital. Ingrid Clark Marshall and Stephanie.
Steph is there. Let's go, Capital.
Do you know Steph?
I do know Steph, yes.
This is their first time rowing together at Head of the Charles.
Yes, normally Steph and Becky are in the boat together, but Becky's rowing a single. We saw her earlier.
Okay. And we've got 22 coming up out of Cooper Rowing Club in New Jersey. We've got Lisa Jasonsky and Mary O'Brien, an Irish rower and a Polish rower walk into a regatta.
I love it.
21, we've got Christina Wegner and Anne or Amy Seaback. The day of the race is Amy's birthday. What a treat. Happy birthday.
And Bow 23 out of College Club Seattle is Sarah Garner and Carrie. And Carrie Skull, stop it. Is that really her last name? Well, that's great. I'm just going to say it. I think the women's double skull, or the doubles have the best.
No, her real name is Carrie McKay, not Carrie Skull.
I was like, wow, that would be
nice.
great.
Just reminding you about the content being brought to you by at RBC Women's Masters. Masters Women.
Sorry, we got it wrong.
25 coming by, looking good. These ladies are out of Canada, Leander Club in Hamilton, Ontario. We've got Julie Vanny and Kristen Henry.
And in Bow 26, from Row America out of Rye, New York, is Elise Snapek and Michelle Harvey, two women from Row America who love rowing together and have been doing so for 3 years. And Bow 27, from St. Catharines, Erin Crawford and Heather Talbot. That's St. Catharines, Ontario, where we do Canadian Henley. Clearly used to cold weather because they're in shorts and tank tops and looking very comfortable.
And matching socks.
And matching socks.
Okay, here's 28, taking a nice tight line by the boathouse. We've got Marin and North Base, Christina Batani and Abigail Smith. Abigail raced at university, U23 USA national team and masters level. Manny had the Charles under her belt. Same with Christina.
I recognize those blades. Bow Well, they must be borrowing some of our blades. So this is bow 30, Upper Valley Rowing, Ashley Lanfer and Rosalie Kerr. Rosie and Ashley met and rowed together at Dartmouth College back in the 90s and are thrilled to be reunited and still rowing.
Coming up side by side, we've got on the outside by 29 from Rouge Rowing, Ashland, Oregon. We've got Danielle Kazmarek and Jack Kazmarek. They, them. Jack and Danny are a married team who love to row for the therapy of rowing.
I need therapy from rowing. And bow 24 out of Shanghai is Min Shumen Zhu and Sue McPherson. Sue's from Canada and resumed her rowing journey 3 years ago following successful treatment for breast cancer. And she attributes her newfound strength to the sport and her team's supportive comrades. And I think that might be the event.
Oh, that felt pretty quick
Yeah.
after
Oh my
our
God,
other
so quick after
120 and 89
Yeah.
competitors. Bow number 1 in the next event. These ladies are charging up the course. Screaming through. Out of Texas Rowing Center and Upper Valley Rowing, we've got well-known rower Linda Murray and Lindsay Burns together again for another go. Yeah, making it look easy, these
really
ladies.
easy. All right, we've got bow 2 from Blood Street Sculls is Candace Fuchs and Charlotte Hollings. It seems like it took us a while to get to the veterans double. Charlotte had to swim across Chesapeake Bay, but here we are.
So just to remind you all, this is the women veteran doubles, 60 plus and 70 plus. We've got 30 competitors in this event. And coming by is competitor number 3, unaffiliated, Elizabeth Pratt and Patricia Smith. This is their 3rd year in a row. Trish only started rowing at age 72.
Wow,
now
and she's 77, yeah.
However, Elizabeth rowed in college and for the U.S. national team, including the 2000 Olympics.
And Trish went to the Olympic trials for the marathon in the 1980s.
Okay, yeah, we got some athletes in that boat.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
4, taking a tight line, and no
it's
surprises
Cambridge,
there.
of course.
Cambridge.
Mary Mazzio and Cynthia Mathis. Cindy and Mary represented the U.S. in the double at the 92 Olympics in Barcelona. Mary is an award-winning documentary filmmaker. Cindy is a teacher, so they don't really have a lot going on, and they've been rowing a double at the head of the Charles for many years and hope to continue for many more.
CBC renowned for taking a tight line by the RBC dock. Sometimes too tight, you might argue.
I like those blades. These are like
Lincoln
pink
Park Boat
stripes.
Club. Fran Toot and Ingeborg Stenkel.
Ooh, from Austria, been rowing since she was 14. Ingeborg, competing in the LA 84 Olympics in the women's double. And Fran started her rowing career at Purdue in 1976 and has been racing ever since. My God, there's so many Olympians.
Yeah, this is a really elite field. Out of Riverside.
This is bow 6. We know these ladies.
Go Stripes,
Let's go,
Patricia
Stripes.
Belden and Lynn Osborne. These ladies have been rowing together at Riverside since 82 and 88 and rowing together in the head of the Charles since 2003.
And we can confirm they row every day because we see them out on the docks. All right, bow 7, Oak Neck Rowing Academy is Linda Pohl and Virginia Siegel. The gruesome twosome are at it again, looking for a spot on the podium. Nothing to brag about except our awesome unis.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
They're pretty
unis.
great. Yeah, they're pretty good unis. Man, there's like an Olympian in every boat.
Here comes bow 8. Otsego area, right?
Yeah,
Cooperstown, New York. Laura Kilty and Faith Gray. This is first-time doubles competitors at the head of the Charles. They've been competing together for a year and are thrilled at this opportunity.
Wow.
Yeah, welcome together in the double.
Well done.
Okay, nice inside line is again. No surprises.
What else is new? Yeah.
Cambridge. Mary Farrell and Nina Streeter. So Mary and Nina have raced several times in the head of the Charles in doubles, singles, and eights. This is the first time they're rowing together in a double.
All right, bow 11 is Cooper Rowing Club, Mary Ellen Cuneo and Gina Lober? Yeah. Gina and Mary have won or placed in a variety of boats, quads, doubles, eights, over the last 15 years. Notable head race wins include Navy Day Regatta, head of the Schuylkill, King's Head, and head of the Christina.
They're followed by bow 10, Turning Point, Sandra Allen and Ellen Sheehan Card. Ellen and Sandy have been teammates since the 90s.
All right, another dogfight. We've got Bow 12, Yarmouth Rowing Club out of Yarmouth, Maine, Renee Bowie and Catherine Stockley. And Bow 13 out of Saratoga Springs, New York, Jerilyn Stellato and Wendy McPherson.
And not far behind them, another local boat out of Cambridge, Julian Norton and Cynthia Tingle. They have a lot of Head of the Charles under their belts and a lot of great results.
Yeah, you really can tell when it's a Cambridge boat. They do take a tight line.
Okay, 15. We have got
BBC, our sister club. Oh, Carol Dinian and Karen Lyons.
Carol is the coach of the PBC Junior and U23 program, and Karen is a former open sculler and mom helper of the juniors. They hope to go fast together.
Yeah, looking pretty good.
16, we have University Barge, Philadelphia. Again, one of the oldest boat clubs, I think. White Marsh Boat Club. We have got Julie Waterbury and Kim Cook, who are both lightweight rowers.
All right, Bow 17 from Frisco Rowing Center in Frisco, Colorado. So doing a lot of that altitude training is Peggy Bailey and Ellen McAleese. They row on Lake Dillon in Frisco, Colorado, and they raced in the Head of the Charles in 2023, finishing 16th.
They're followed by Bow 18, Greater Columbus, Ohio. Jan Rodenfeld and Barbara Weiss-Lusel.
Yeah.
They learned to row about 10 years ago. Racing together since 2019. Jan loves to race. Barb loves sprints. First time at the Head of the Charles.
Oh, wow.
Welcome, ladies.
Yeah, doing nice.
21.
Bow 21 out of Seattle, Washington, Nancy Beery and Kathleen Sheehan. Nancy and Kathleen have rowed together for almost 20 years in all types of shells, first for Sammamish and now College Club. And behind them is Bow 19, another Narragansett boat, Lisa Follies and Sherry Nelson. Lisa and Sherry have each competed in Head of the Charles several times, including together last year in the Women's Masters 4. And
20. Coming up behind them from Quinsigamond in Shrewsbury, we've got Paula Boleyn and Terry Callahan. They recently started rowing together, and we're really looking forward to this race.
oh, I like this boat back there, Bow 23. Saratoga Springs, New York, Carol Fisher and Chrissy Goodness. They've been rowing with Saratoga for 17 years. Both learned to row as adults and have since competed successfully in numerous regattas, including Head of the Charles. It's their first time racing a double. And what do we got? We got Bow 24, Duxbury Bay Maritime School, Mary Lou O'Halloran and Molly Tyson.
And then outside of them is the local boat, CRI's Melinda Gray and Nikki Sherman. Nikki and Melinda are thrilled to race together in their home waters. They regularly row sweeps with a fantastic group of women at Style Driven Rowing Club. But this year they decided to train together in the double.
Ooh. Those two did, yeah.
Oh, it feels like that headwind is probably picking up out there for the rowers.
Concerned Jim Mendel's not going to get back to this boat club.
Okay, I expect a bit of a bunch of boats to come by now.
All right, yep, here they come. All right, Bow 28, Annapolis Rowing Club in Edgewater, Maryland, Linda Hall and Carolyn Voorhees. Their double recently won silver at U.S. Rowing National Championships. Wow, Carolyn is an All-American swimmer at Michigan, and Linda has won multiple international sculling titles.
They're followed by bow number 25 out of Riverside,
Oh.
Deb Gerke and Ina Sengal. This is their third time in this duo. Go Stripes.
Let's go, Stripes.
There's Melissa coming in. There's Melissa coming in. So there should be. Here's Melissa.
Okay, we got two boats coming together. I think the outer one is going to pass before the line.
Coming in side by side, 29 and 30. 29 is Martha's Mums, Patty Casebolt and Angela Hollyroad.
And bow 30 is Chaos. I like that, from East Norwalk, Connecticut. And Apex, North Carolina, is Amy Aronson and Shelley Bloom.
Interesting, Martha's Mums was started in 1984 by Coach Martha Beattie. She continuously asked them to change the name of the club, but everyone liked it and just planned to stick with us.
And rounding us out is bow 26, Maritime Rowing Club, Mary Ellen Flaherty Ludwig and Mary Dowd. They are gold medalists at Head of the Charles in the double.
Yeah, we think that might be the end of that race. Did you guys get all the numbers? Yeah, that's the end of that event. So the next event that we're going to expect on the course is going to be the men's Grand Master Doubles. That's the 50 plus.
Oh, this event provided one of the closest finishes last year, with the victory going to Christian Molvig and Klaus Rasmussen, two former Danish rowers who now train in Mexico City. Their margin of victory was just 0.2 of a second. Oof. Guy Blanchard and Chris Ware from Cambridge, England, finished fourth last year and are starting at bow 2. And there's quite a lot of international interest. It's easier to bring a friend to row in a double than get lots of friends to row in a bigger boat. That's good. Oh, more Irish.
Yeah. I had a tribesman, yeah. I wonder, Old Collegians is my Irish club.
Oh,
I'll check that out.
17 minutes for a double. That is... whew.
I saw her walk around. I didn't even know she knew my name. I didn't know her name. She said, Marjorie. I was like, okay, somebody. Was that it? Was that it for the women's double?
Oh my God, yeah. Sean, Jacob, and Albert Mark. They were like
Were those the guys?
like phenomenal rowers when I was around.
Somebody else wanted to take over.
Last boat was like maybe like 80 years ago. I don't know who's more surprised, those or the lady who was the coach. It was like a winner of everything, like down 30. Okay, try and read the body.
I always have to remember that, like, the events start at a certain time, but then it takes a few minutes to get around the turn.
Okay, so looking at some provisional results, it looks like it was another tight times together, but it was Club College Club Seattle,
Ooh.
who were bow number 1, who came across the finish line first in 2021, followed 4 seconds later by Cambridge, Bethany Grant and Christine Collins in bow 2, followed by the Rubinis. So kind of keeping it in starting order.
All right, event 7 has started.
So the course record for this was set in 2013. That must have been a fast year.
Yeah.
By Narragansett Boat Club at that time. Last year, the winning time was 17:40.
Old collegiate.
And the winners last year are back to try and retain their title.
Yeah, and this is a highly international event. We hear boats coming, and here they are. Here is bow 1.
From Mexico, but actually Flemish Danish rowers now row in Mexico City. This is Christian Mulving and Klaus Rasmussen.
Rasmussen. Yeah. Rasmussen.
Rasmussen.
Rasmussen. All right. I mean, they're looking pretty good. They're looking pretty fast.
They train on the old Olympic course from 1968, which is 2,000 meters above sea level. So they're doing altitude training.
Yeah, they are. All right. Bow 2. I like these nice, bright bow numbers. Come on.
Lick your fingers.
Yeah. Bow 2. City of Cambridge. Not this Cambridge, British Cambridge, is Guy Blanchard and Christopher Ware, returning for another go.
Hot in their heels is bow 3 out of Potomac. It's Mark Guans and Stefan Titus.
This is their third head of the Charles and the double. Previous 2 years, 23 and 24, finished 4th and 5th respectively. All right. And looks
Bow 4 is expected. Twin Donut,
Love
Menlo
that.
Park, California.
Twin brothers.
Oh my Greg Klingsporn and Jeffrey Klingsporn. Greg and Jeff are twin brothers, as Meredith said, and have rowed together in this lineup at the head of the Charles 17 times.
Man.
Wow, you'd need to get on with your brother,
Yeah, you
wouldn't
really got to be close. Well, if they're twins, that probably makes
I
sense.
could not imagine doing a double with a sibling. It would not end well.
Yeah.
Out of Germany, out of Muheimler, I'm going to say, in Mulheim, Hessen.
Yeah.
James Beelsley and Christian Thomas, avid master rowers. They placed 11th last time, seeking to do better this year.
Well, looking pretty speedy. Real nice rowing together. Oh my God, 17 years in this. Nope. All right, we've
Coming
got
up fast.
Yeah,
We've
coming
got
up
bow
fast.
8 out of Molesley. So that's David Gillard and Tom Middleton. They've won many Henley medals and head of the Charles, including twice in the Grandmasters doubles. So we've got some kind of pretty experienced athletes here. Tom was also a GB Olympic lightweight double scull in 2000.
And bow 6, Texas Rowing Center, is Eric Cornett and Scott Bolton. And behind them is
Out of tribesmen in Galway, we've got Patrick Boyle and Kevin Boyle. The Boyle brothers, Pat and Kevin, separated by 10 years and 10,000 kilometres. They meet at major events and row together, and they're representing tribes. Go tribes.
We've got bow 10, which is RRC Ratzburg out of Germany, Lars Komorowski and Karsten Ansbach. They're established masters rowers with multiple successes at WR, World Rowing, Masters Rowing. I think that's what that stands for.
Yeah. I'll go back to the tribes bio because they're
Yeah.
trying to pull in a bit of an advertisement for their head of the river,
Ooh.
which is every St. Patrick's weekend on the River Carib.
Well,
Yeah,
I
it's
think
go-
we found what we're training for.
A good time to celebrate. Patrick's Day is
Bow
Galway.
11, again, it's a tight turn, so you know it's out of Cambridge. This is Matt Collins and Alexander Packard. Matt, who won a gold medal in the U.S. men's lightweight 4 at the 93 World Championships, and Xander, who didn't, consider Cambridge Boat Club their rowing home and are racing with the event for the 4th time.
We've got Bow 9 behind them, and that is Yara Yara out of Melbourne, Victoria, in Australia. James Shipton and Ross Burney. They met sculling in the middle of the Barwon River in Barwon Heads, 90 minutes south of Melbourne. Immediately hit it off, and they've jumped in the double scull together and never looked back.
And bound 12 is Undine from Philly. It's David Rhodes and Thomas Simpson. This is the first head of the Charles for this crew. Determining who was going to bow was settled after many lengthy discussions and some near misses during practice sessions.
15 are taking a really competitive line. Out of Palm Beach, West Palm, Florida, Jonathan Moss and Kevin McDermott.
And bow 13 out of New Haven is Leonti Dalis and Kevin Manning. For their last head of the Charles, they rowed so precisely that they finished within 500 milliseconds of our predicted time.
Oh, wow.
Love it.
Okay, 16 also coming in the inside, CRIs, Jeff Nelson and Kevin Doot. They've spent too much time with Kevin. Jeff finally moved 100 miles north to avoid all the miserable intervals.
All right, I like that. And bow 14 is Clarkson out of Potsdam, New York, Eric Bolt and Boris Jusik.
17 is coming by right now, Pocock Rowing Club out of Seattle, Dale Quigg and Mark Muehlman.
And we have bow 18, which is charging right up behind him. Endurance, 612 Endurance, James Dundon and Brian LaLoupe. This is their first time racing as a double, and they're really excited to see how they'll stack up against some of these really fast crews.
It seems to be working out pretty well for them so far.
Like the American brothers are like, we'll see each other every few years. All right, we've got bow 21 is out of New Zealand, the Pirates, Simon Smith and Julian Gellick. 2 Kiwis still learning how to fly. Love that.
Well, they're moving the boat
Yeah.
really well. 22 is coming on the outside, and 22 is out of Detroit Boat Club. Michael Desai and Alexander Stanovi.
And bow 20 is out of PBC, James Fries and Sean Banman. Jim is competing in his 10th head of the Charles across different boat classes.
Yeah, some of these crews are looking very speedy.
Very
going up this
speedy.
river.
Well, yeah.
24 is coming up fast as well. Another boat out of Nearred. Nate Keown and Kevin Maloney. They're trying their luck in the double.
Like that. That's a long double.
Okay, coming in fast is bow 26 out of Atlanta and TriStar. So Georgia and Tennessee, we've got Gregorio Lamotta and Paul Wolfensberger.
Ooh, that's a good name. Yep. And we've got bow 19, Westford Community Rowing out of Westford, Mass. Is David Laws and Jonathan Rachik. And
Duxbury's Bay Maritime School, we've got Beno de Stevanais and Daniel Newman.
they began rowing as a pair this year and had their inaugural race at the Cromwell Cup. Hey, you are still reigning pair champ, aren't you, at the Cromwell Cup?
No, I'm not. No longer reigning pair champ at the Cromwell
At one
Cup.
point, title holder.
Okay. Coming around, it looks like it's going to be bow number 27 out of Cambridge, Ontario. So a different Cambridge. We've got Rob Weinhardt and William Percival. So Will started rowing in '96 at Oxford University and later at St Andrew's Boat Club in Edinburgh until 2005, then stopped until 2022 when he took it back up again in Cambridge. Robert started rowing in '96 at club level.
And we've got bow 28, Rio Salado, Tempe, Arizona, David Peters and Brandon Wiley. David started rowing in New Jersey in high school, then continued on in college at Northeastern. After 30 years off, he returned to rowing with Rio. Brandon started rowing in April of 2023. In just 2 years, he qualified to be in the D Mixed 4 at the E Mixed 8.
Masters?
Yeah, Masters Regionals with David, and a bunch of their boats won gold medals. All right. And that is your men's Grandmasters doubles.
Some of those boats looked pretty fast.
Very fast.
All right, we're looking at the men's veteran doubles, 60 and 70 plus. Course record set in 2023. That was a fast year. 18-12. So let's see. Just like the women's event we saw a little while ago, there are 2 age categories in this event, 60 and 70. Many of these doubles have rowed together for many years, decades in some cases, and the top 3 crews from last year are all returning. Here comes first. This is Bow 1, Maine Coast Rowing, Michael Tata and John Tunnicliffe, winners of the event last year and second place the 2 years before. They have over 18 head of the Charles wins between the 2 of them, and they love this challenge.
Wow, that is impressive.
They look like they're stepping up for it because there is quite a bit of distance between them and the next.
Here it's coming in, taking a tight line. College Club Seattle. That is Matthew Berry and Roy Colvin. They've been rowing the double together for about 9 years and are thrilled to be back here on the Charles. It's their favourite race. I think hands up on the dock. Whose favourite race at the head of the Charles?
Oh, yeah. All right, we've got Bow 3 rounding the horn. This is Dale Hoxie and Thomas Stottlemyre out of Noank, Connecticut. 2024 first place finishes at the CRI Classic, and head of the Riverfront and head of the Housatonic Regattas. Third at the head of Sculling Regatta.
Bow 4 out of the UK or Great Britain. Wimbledon and Towton and Somerset. We've Stuart Harries and Adrian Theed. So they finished 6th last year, and this year they're planning to move up. Well, because now they're in the men's veterans doubles. They've moved up an age category.
We got Bow 5, Cambridge, Daniel Chernoff and Russell Murphy, back for another year. Russ and Dan have been rowing together off and on since 1980 at MIT. Of course, there was an extended gap, about 20 years.
Okay, coming in close is bow number 6, another Cambridge boat. We've got Dan Goriaran and Michael Smith. So they've won the Charles together in the Masters double 16 times. 2 years ago, Smith was diagnosed with Parkinson's, putting their long-running partnership in jeopardy. The 2 did not race at all in 23, but came back in 24 and are here again.
All right. It's just Mel yelling. I don't think so. I feel like they need to.
Okay, taking a nice tight line into Riverside. We've got the next bow number, which is bow number 7.
The
Ancient Mariners Seattle and Pocock Rowing Club Seattle have paired up with Peter Hurtle and Jeff LeBlanc rowing together in this event.
And Bow 8 out of Saugatuck in Westport, Connecticut, Bill Gardner and William Hatch. They are excited to be back rowing the Charles. That was a very tall bow seat. Bow 9 out of Alexandria in Capital. Oh, yeah, Jamie Rubini and Michael Arnold. This is Jamie and Mike's third entry, Jaime, into the men's Masters double, and they're looking to hold our own against always formidable head of the Charles competitors. Jaime.
Where does it say? Jaime. Okay. So bow 10 out of CRI, we've got Whitney Hatch and George Hatch. George rowed in the Harvard heavyweight boats for years. Whitney did far less, but both have competed in the head of the Charles for many years, rowing and raising money for community rowing. Go CRI. Coming in tight to Riverside, we've got Mid Hudson, Patrick Lade, and John McCleary. This is John's first head of the Charles. Welcome, John. Patrick has raced twice in a single and once in an 8.
And we've got bow 11 out of Wenatchee, Washington, David Hyde and Malcolm Butler. And powering on through is bow 16, Greater Lawrence, Paul Doe and David Shue.
Yeah.
Ooh, getting
Got some tight lines.
getting tight.
Gotta say, really big call out to the unis of Bow 12, Mid Hudson, of Patrick Lade and John McCleary. Pretty fetching uni suits. 15 is coming by from Wichita.
Yeah.
We've got William Van Sickle and Edward Smith. Ed is a retired neurosurgeon and Bill is a retired aircraft structural integrity engineer. 90 years of rowing between them.
And we have Chinook for bow 17, Macaulay Nash and Bob Reichert. He also rows out of Capital. And bow 18 out of Cambridge and Upper Valley Rowing is Thomas Darling and Peter Kermond.
Then bow 13 coming by is Row House out of Miami, Florida. We've got Francisco Villacava and Luis Villacava.
Miami International Row House. Wow.
Rowed at the Olympics in 1984 and coached the single sculler from Puerto Rico, Peru, Bermuda at past 2 Olympics. Wow.
Wow. Now the two brothers are together. A lot of siblings.
And Francisco is the rower and the coach. Oof.
All right, bow 20 out of Cambridge, Mass. is Henry Hamilton and Jeff Schaefer. Henry raced a single in the first head of the Charles and won the single 8 times. He's raced every year but one when he was serving on an aircraft carrier in the Gulf of Tonkin, Vietnam. All right, bow 22, Upper Yarra. Is it Melbourne?
Melbourne, yeah. We've got Paul Bridgeford and Alexander Marshall. Yeah, that's a bit of a journey to travel all the way from Melbourne.
Yeah, and in Atlanta, for bow 19, we have Dan Van Dresser and William Van Dresser, gold medal winners in the men's Open E-Quad. Oh, William rode at OSU and Dan at Michigan State. All right, OSU and Michigan, that is a bold combo.
Okay, bow 23 out of Cambridge, we've got Jan Lambert and John Saxabley. John squared. John Lambert is CBC president.
No, that's not. I'm just very concerned for Joe Bindo. I think we got a couple more bow numbers to go through, but then that's the end of racing today.
Yeah, it's been a fast morning.
Very fast morning. Yeah. Wow.
Okay, here comes bow 24 out of San Diego Rowing Club. In San Diego, we've got Patrice Roux and Tracy Sommer.
And we got bow 25 out of Saugatuck. We've got Bart Pasternak and John Everett. And they won the event last year.
They're an average age of 85. Bart is 86 and John is 85.
Wow, that is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I think it's 84 plus.
Oh, okay.
No, that's the problem. Do you hear my name?
Yeah, I hear your name.
I thought.
What's up, Clarice?
Who's calling me?
Clarice, it sounded like Clarice. Okay, I'll see if I can bring you any results from the other events. It was another tight one. Yeah. In the men's Grandmaster doubles, the 50-plus event, the winners from last year retained their title. At 17:55, followed 3 seconds later at 17:58 by the composite out of the UK. Then followed by bow number 8, so they made some big strides.
Ambulance probably find a gym. got bow 20.
By 26?
Yep. Bow 26 out of Cambridge is Malcolm Geffer and Oleg Semenovsky. Oleg and Malcolm are rowing together for the first time in the 2025 Head of the Charles. They each have more than 35 years experience.
When we're that age. Well, that's the problem. Everyone's still
Set up a little like
God damn it. I was like, here's a couple of is that it? That's two more drops. Is that the
Hey, Marie, we were just wondering if you're having us start, if you could pick up the Riverside and well, depending on your way back.
We believe that that is it for the morning's coverage.
Thank you for listening, all of you out there. Oh, thanks.